Now you must take responsibility to rid yourself of that which you have accumulated over the millions of years. If you don't take responsibility, you have programmed in those things and you're saying, I've got no responsibility, I have nothing to do with it, so it remains. It's so important for you to take responsibility. And when something bad happens, say, gee, look what I did. Cause a smash up. It takes an ability to do that. But if you take credit for the things you create that you don't like, it keeps you in the driver's seat. It keeps you in control. And as we know, control is not a bad word, not a bad thing. The want of it is. When we're free, we're in total control of the universe by mere effortless thought. When you're free, your mind is quiet. There are no thoughts there. So any thought you put in the mind is so concentrated, it happens like that. Your mind is plagued with probably tens of thousands of thoughts right now, all tied into the ag flap. So when your mind goes quiet, it's concentrated, and any mere thought happens immediately. It's such an effortless thought. That word effort is a good word to judge yourself by, check yourself by. To the degree you have no effort in life, to that degree you are free. You don't realize how ridiculous you look scratching for a living. Mm-hmm. It's such a... Well, I won't say, but you must get to the place where you master the world. Because if you're not winning, if you're not a winner, you have anti-programs. I can't be a winner. You must become a winner. You must achieve your goals so that you can bring up the anti-winning, the anti-goals, and rid yourself of them. The aversions to the world are stronger and far more subtle than the attachments. So when you go to be a winner, when you go for goals, up come your aversions. And you need to become a winner. Just to get the garbage up and out.
What did you say that your aversions were stronger?
Your aversions are stronger and more subtle than your attachments. Your attachments are obvious. I want this, and I want that, and I want money, and I want beauty. And those are obvious. But the things you don't want, you don't look at. And that develops resistance, suppression, and resistance. So goals are very important on your way to becoming a winner. I hate to bother someone in bliss over there, Mr. Aronin. Do you still run your goal charts?
No.
Are you in as good a position as you used to be when you're running them? What you're doing is you let up on releasing the blocks to being a winner. You've got to be a total winner in life. Think and have it happen. If I remember right, you wrote a goal for an important part. important part in a Broadway show. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I saw you in a terrific part. Really fighting your way through. What was the name of it? Knockout. And you were a knockout in it. I think during that time, didn't you write a goal to get an important part in a Hollywood movie? Didn't you get a part in Cruising? And during that time, didn't you write another goal, 6 figures, to make 6 figures?
Yeah.
And you got it? And then your goal was to buy everything I want, the sports car, home in the Hamptons, da-da-da-da-da-da, and you got it. Then what happened? I didn't need any gold charts. I got a cigar in my mouth. I'm a big shot. I'm not picking on you.
No.
That was the time when you could have really made a big forward spurt. And I invited you, why don't you join us? You didn't want to. You were above the Sedona graduates at that time, remember? It was pride. But the important thing, you stopped making goals.
Stop staying focused. General. And the other thing that I did was that when I stopped working, was I forgot how I did what it was that I did. And I put limitations on what I wanted, rather than accepting it from whatever it came. And I just kind of, I put limitations on it, rather than left it open.
The word is I stopped. That's all. You stop. You take the 6 steps. There's no stopping in the 6 steps. You said to me, oh, after I got it, I'm just releasing constantly. And you were as giddy as could be. Remember? You were into step 6. Nothing knocked you down. If it hit you, you just kept moving up. Had you stayed right there, you would have been totally free. And a month or so after you spoke to me that time, but you stopped. You wanted things of the world at that moment. You forgot it was your inner happiness that was so great, not the things of the world, because when you got one, the Broadway show, that wasn't good enough. You got 2, the movie, that wasn't good enough. You got 3, 6 figures, that wasn't good enough. It's all right, keep on winning, but get to the place where you can think and have things happen. Try to transcend having to work for a living. That's for slaves. That's not for free people. I'm sure most of you have created things for the mere thoughts of them. Now, if you can do it for one thing, do it for everything. There comes in a yes, but. And that yes, but is the remaining ag flat. So use your goal charts. Get rid of the ag flat. And move into the state of just being your beingness. You move around. You might have a silly smile on your face, but you can learn how to wipe that off. You won't disappear. The only thing that changes is I am me. That body is a creation of my mind. The mind is something I set up. I am whole, complete, eternal in my beingness. And the body becomes of little importance. Once you recognize you created it mentally, and that you have used it to help sink yourself down into limitations of the body. I guess what I'm saying is don't get frightened over going free. All your programs were put in as pro-survival. Every bit of them is anti-survival. Feed that to that mind of yours. Every bit of every program which was put in as pro-survival is anti-survival. This ought to help you let go of the fear, I will die if I go free. You're there right now. But what stopped you is what I was talking about. Fear of losing what you have now. You never lose. You never give up anything as you get freer. You'll take on more and more and more. Correction, you lose your miserable toys, your miseries. But when you go free, you'll walk around in a body. You'll eat, you'll talk, and you don't have to die. You can keep the body going indefinitely.